Hi there everybody, it's UK independent demonstrator Helzie here from slimandstylish.com. Thank you very much for joining me today for another midweek mini project. So today is the day that I do my midweek series, and that is where I take a stamp set from the mini catalogue, and today's stamp set is the Cling stamp set Vine Design, and I make 3 cards and I don't have a clue what they're going to look like. So I have got some basic white. This is 10 centimeters by 14.35 centimeters, and I've got a few of those. And I've also got my card bases. So this is an A4 sheet of paper cut in half, and then I've already pre-scored it, ready to make them into card bases. And I've got the stamp set. So let's get going. I do quite like this stamp set, and I'm very excited about the fact that you can sort of build up backgrounds with it, and that you also have a label that all of these cute sentiments go into. I am actually interested in whether the thank you fits in there. I don't think it's going to. That looks a bit wide for it, but all the others look about the right size for it. It's just a thank you that looks to me like it's going to be a bit too big. Right, so I've got some colours that I've already looked at and thought I'll use those because my new colour station is the other side of my craft room. So I picked these up before I started, but I'm not quite sure if they're the colours I'm going to use or if I'm going to use all of them. I don't know. So I've picked up Shaded Spruce and Just Jade for my vines because I quite like these 2 colours and these 2 shades of green. I've picked up Daffodil Delight, Magenta Madness, Highland Heather and Sahara Sand. Again, not exactly sure if I'll use all of them, but we'll see where we'll go. But I thought they were quite a nice bright colour palette to pick from. So let's start off and pop my big vine onto one of my blocks. I think I'm going to do a simplish card to get us started. So I'm going to use Just Jade. Just Jade was my Christmas colour. It was my favourite Christmas colour. I thought it was a lovely sort of green and used it for all my Christmas cards, and I haven't used it since. So it's about time I gave it some love again, I think. Right, so I've inked it up. Because it was a big stamp, I've actually took the ink to the stamp rather than the other way around. Okay. And I'm just going to pop that towards the centre of the card. Ink that up. Ooh, very cute, very pretty like that. I've got some scrap Whisper White here, so I think I'm actually going to do some fussy cutting. I think I'm going to stamp this out and then do some fussy cutting on it. And I think I'm also going to do that in Just Jade as well. Ooh, okay, like that. Gonna do it as a hello card, I think. Yeah, let's do that. Hello. Let me just grab a block that will fit on, so a G block. Now I've got to try and get this straight. This will be where we oh, first time ish. It's a little bit more that side than that side, but I can live with that. So I'm just going to waft that around just a few seconds so it starts to dry. My ink pad was quite inky, so I'm just going to leave it for a few seconds. There we go. And now I'm just going to do a little bit of fussy cutting around it. Should be quite a simple cut, 2 straight lines. And then that up in the middle, just a little bit around the edges. There we go. Quite quick and quite simple, but if you don't like fussy cutting, I do believe there were dies with this set. I just chose not to get them because I like fussy cutting. Okay, oh yes, you're going to go there. Now some of the flowers, I'm definitely going to be using that flower, which is that one. What colour am I going to do you in? I think I'm going to do you in Magenta Madness, nice and bright. So I'm just going to pop you, oh yes, around the card like that. And then I'm going to use this one here, and I'm going to do that with the Daffodil Delight, just to add a nice bright yellow with it. Oh, that's a nice stiff ink pad there. Oh no. Okay, so what's happened there is I've got some ink around the edge of my stamp, so I haven't stamped it straight, I've stamped it with an edge, which I've been doing a lot recently, which is annoying. I never used to do that, but it has actually put a very annoying mark. My gosh, look at this ink pad. It's a new ink pad, and that's not going to close. I'll actually fiddle with that later. It must have been jammed, but it's a brand new one, so it shows it's a good one. Okay, so I'm going to need to think of a way to cover that bit up there. So let me have a look. Okay, maybe the hello. Okay, the hello can go across the middle of the card like that, and that'll cover up that little boo-boo that I've made. And actually that's quite nice because it gives it something below. Actually, I prefer that better there than there. And it covers up my horrible mistake. Always a way to cover up mistakes so no one knows you made them. Always. So let's put the hello over the top. Like that. Grab the base card. Fold it over and burnish it. And I'm just going to grab some seal. I'm coming to the end. No, not. I just hadn't got any down there. There we go. And I'm going to pop that on there like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab some pretties. So let's have a look. I think I'm going to use my gilded gems actually. I haven't used them for a bit. I quite like those. So these are our gold gilded ones. And my take a pick tool to help put them on. So these gilded gems, oh, sorry, I forgot those are quite thick to get off. Our gilded gems, they come in the small size, the medium size and the larger size. I'm just going to pop a couple of the medium sizes around here. After I've finished knocking them all the way around. There we go, card number 1. Quite like that. Let's put those gilded gems over there for later. Right, next one. Actually, I'm going to keep my Magenta Madness open. And I'm just going to grab a piece of scrap paper. So I used this for my Wednesday one last week. And I'm just going to stamp this. Randomly a few times around the paper. There we go. I'm going to grab the Daffodil Delight again. I put it over here when I couldn't put the lid back on it. So let's just pop a few of those on. I'm not doing this in any sort of pattern. I'm just anywhere there's a big gap. Okay. The next one was I used just jade for my vine, so let's do that again. But I'm going to use the little flower, the little petal, little leaf, this big flower, and then that one there. So let's put these on. Okay, so there we go. Sahara Sand. Oh no, almost put that in Magenta Madness. Let's play it there. There we go. And then finally, Highland Heather was my last colour, and I've got this little flower here left to play with. Oh, this ink pad might need re-inking. Okay. Like that, like that. So, yeah. Gonna go again with my Just Jade ink pad. And again, the label. What sentiment am I going to use this time? I think I'm going to go with Thinking of You. And let's line that up. That was a bit easier to get straight because it was a thinner stamp. So, my gosh, I'm accruing loads of stamps over this side of my desk now. Let's move that away so it's just not distracting. Okay. And then, once again, just going to fussy cut this out. And then some ribbon. Have I got some ribbon to put with it? I think I'm going to play with the polka dot ribbon. Yep, so I'm going to put some polka dot ribbon across the centre. So I'm just going to use some seal to stick that down on this side of the card. 1, 2. And then I'm just going to go over the top of it, but towards the top, so you can still see the polka dot bit. And put that there, and then stick that onto my card. And then the gilded gems again. I'm going to still stick with the middle side, and I'm just going to put a few of these on the card like that, just so it's got some glitz. Card number 2. Right, card number 3. Grab my scrap paper again. I want my Just Jade again, wherever I pop that, there we go. And I'm using the big vines. And I'm just going to come down the side of the card. Like that. I'm gonna go and grab my Pear Pizzazz. So Pear Pizzazz is a really nice colour. It's a slightly lighter shade of green, but it's a clean bright green, even though it's still pale and light, which I like. And I've got my blending brushes just here. So I've got my green blending brush. These are also from the mini catalogue, and they're lovely. So smooth, so soft. So I'm just going to ink that up. I'm going to start off the paper on my scrap paper, and then I'm going to rub, and I'm going to come in across my shaded, sorry, my just jade, just green. I'm just going to make sure that all of the vines have this sort of lovely Pear Pizzazz glow to them. You can build this up so it gets darker and darker as you go. It's up to you. Equally, you can hold down here and get a really light on it. I want it quite darkish, so I'm pushing hard at the top. I'm just going in a circular motion. You get a much better and smoother finish if you go in a circular motion. There we go. Okay, so let's move that. Let's move blending brush and the Pear Pizzazz. You can wash the blending brushes out. I tend not to. I have ones for different colours because
I hope you've enjoyed today's project. All items that I have used on this video are available to purchase from my store www.slimandstylish.stampinup.net. Alternatively, if you would like a copy of our catalogues, please send me an email to slimandstylish@live.co.uk or leave me a comment below and I'll get in touch with you. I upload regular content to this channel, so if you do enjoy watching my tutorials, please make sure that you have subscribed and rang the bell to get notifications when new videos go live. Thank you for joining me and have a lovely day.